What's happening, my furry family? Today we have the most important command of all, the recall command, come. This video will be starring the adorable Zelda and Vera, the Malinois sister duo. Vera. I like to make training fun for puppies, and when you play the name game, it's a super easy, simple concept for your dog to get. All you are looking for is a simple head response from your puppy. You're going to do this by first starting with your dog's name. And I generally either wait for them to be distracted or I make them distracted.
Zelda! Yes!
Now at this point, I'm not even
Very
looking for her
good,
to
Zelda.
actually come to me. Notice, all I need is that little
Zelda,
head to
good
lift up.
girl.
I'm going to yes and reward.
Zelda! Yes!
Because this is just the name game still, notice that I'll meet my dog in order to reward because the recall portion hasn't been introduced yet.
Zelda!
In the event that your dog doesn't look at you when you say their name, remember it's always okay to use sounds to get that attention
Vera!
instead of repeating
Yes!
their name.
Good, Vera.
Now, if you say their name as you treat them, that's a little different because you do want to associate their name with positive reinforcement. Now, I think it's about time to move on to the actual recall portion.
Vera! Come!
Always remember this order. Name, sounds, then your command word and hand signal combination. Keep in mind that we want our dog's name and command word to work the first time. Always be sure to use unique sounds that may be more grabbing for your dog.
Zelda! Come! Oh, good girl.
Now, if you notice, I did my hand signal right there. It's a shaky fist low to the ground. The reason I like something that has motion
Vera! Come!
is because dogs like things that move. They're visual learners, and you have to remember, something moving is a lot more exciting than something stationary for a dog. You can definitely relate it to the fact that a lot of dogs do have prey drive, and if you keep that hand moving, it kind of emulates that exciting motion that prey can offer. Now that you've got the steps down, it's time to play a little game called Bad Guy, Good Guy. Always remember that training is supposed to be fun. That's why I like to break my lessons down into little games. And the concept for this one is to create an area of interest for your dog and then call them away.
Zelda! Come! Yes!
Now you can do this with the partner to make it a little bit easier. However, make sure if you're doing it by yourself that you don't get too caught up in the fact that your dog maybe brings you the toy as well. That is not a problem because you are focusing right now on the recall portion. Don't over-challenge your puppy. Now let's show you how I would do this with a partner. One person is going to be the bad guy and going to create a little area of interest with the puppy.
Vera!
The good guy on the other end is going to start with the name, follow up with happy sounds if your dog hesitates with attention, then your recall command word.
Zelda! Come! Yes!
Now keep in mind, your dog might sometimes hesitate and focus on the distraction still. It is okay if you move forward in order to help bring more attention to yourself. Notice how we changed roles right there. It's great to change it up on your dog to make sure that they really understand the command. This is a perfect example why I always practice on leash. It is always important for your dog to see that you're willing to follow through in order for them to succeed. Now here's an example of a mistake a lot of pet parents make when their dog ignores them.
Vera! Oh. Vera! Vera!
No more name? Pick up that leash. Good.
If we overuse the name, it becomes less effective over time.
Good.
Now here's an example where I have to apply leash pressure in order to follow through.
This way. Uh-oh. Yes!
Be sure to
very
reward your
good
dog
girl.
all the same, regardless of if it took him a moment to figure it out. Try not to make training sessions last any longer than about 10, maybe 20 minutes max. Puppies learn in snapshots, and it's important to give them breaks in between.
Vera!
Yes, come. Yes.
Now these two sisters do not live in the same home, but because they will be seeing each other often, we wanted to make sure that they also knew how to come away from each other when even in the middle of play.
Vera! Come!
Zelda!
And this is why I love having a hand signal, because even if you have to move close, once your dog sees that motion engaged, it's a lot easier to keep their attention.
Vera!
Yes, come.
Now, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to support the channel. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Dogfather360, and we'll see you on the next one.